24 hours ago, 4 brave souls were locked up in our Hollywood and Highland crematoriums. Deprived of sleep, the two teams were each given a huge pile of ridiculous information to study. Trapped in a Hollywood storefront all night, they had to resist the urge to sleep and cram as many facts as possible into their exhausted brains. No sleep, no privacy, no mercy.
I'm tired.
Now we're gonna find out what they've learned. There's 10 grand on the line. It's time to cram. Hello, I'm Graham Elwood, and welcome to Cram, the only show where the contestants pull an all-nighter, study round the clock, then hit the hamster wheels, all for a shot at $10,000. Earlier, our exhausted crammers were delivered via Saturn Ion from their overnight study sessions in a Hollywood storefront. They're just arriving now. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Crammers! Out of the gate, a lot of energy. Look at them. They don't look tired to me, folks.
We're not tired.
Thank you guys very much for being on the show. Our first team is August and Michelle. You guys are best friends. Thank you very much for being on the show. And Jeff and Christina, you guys have been married for 4 years.
Yep.
Well, thanks for coming on the show. Right now, you guys can join the lovely Ice, who's going to direct you on your giant hamster wheels. Run on over there, Crammers. There you go. All right, that's right. Look at them. I'm running. I'm tired. All right, kids, get the wheels a-moving. Now, just for making it through the night, I've got an idea. How about 100 points for each team? Oh, yeah, don't get too excited, though. I want to see if you can hold on to them in the rant. Last night, we gave our crammers a choice of 2 articles to study. From the World Book Encyclopedia, an article about sea otters, and from a pamphlet called Wash Your Hands, an article about the importance of washing up. Christine and Jeff, you guys won the 3 a.m. coin toss. Which article did you choose to study?
Sea otters.
Sea otters, they said in unison. Good work. We have secretly selected 8 keywords or phrases from that article. For every one of those you mention, you will hear this, and you will get 10 points. But you must talk continuously without any ums or ahs, or the judges will buzz you like that. They love buzzing people, and you lose 5 points. Here are the keywords for the folks at home. Which one of you is going first? Jeff has just been elected to go first. You'll rant for the first 20 seconds, and then Christina, you will rant for the second 20 seconds. Ready? Go.
The sea otter has flipper-shaped rear wheels that it swims with. The sea otter only has 1 baby because, and they're called pups. The sea otter sleeps in a bed of kelp. The sea otter also eats and sleeps while it's floating.
Many sea otters died in the oil spill of the Exxon Valdez on the border of Alaska in 1989. And sea otters eat clams, mussels, sea urchins, octopus, and crabs, and fish.
Out of time. All right, got to keep the wheels moving. Just got to stop the ranting. Jeff, I want to thank you for saying the sea otter before every single thing that you said. That was great. You guys got 3 of the keywords or phrases. Thanks. We just weren't sure what article you were talking about, but thank you. And the judges only buzzed you 2 times. We'll see how your 120 points holds up. All right, Michelle, August, they talked about sea otters. You guys are going to be ranting about washing your hands. Here are the keywords for the folks at home. Which one of you is going first?
I am.
Right on. All right. You know the rules. Ready? Go.
Washing hands helps prevent diseases and illnesses and gets rid of germs. Dirt under your fingers. You want to wash your hands for at least 10 seconds. You want to make sure it's under running warm water. You want to get rid of, sorry. You want to, after poultry, after meat, before cooking, after cooking, dealing with sick people, dealing with feces, changing diapers.
Washing your hands is important. You have to make sure that the water is running off of your hands, doesn't go back to your hands to create more germs underneath your fingernails. You have to wash your hands to clean. You have to wash your hands when you're working with meat, chicken, poultry, fish, to prevent bacteria. You have to wash your hands before...
Okay, stop the ranting, you guys. All right, you guys got to keep the wheels moving. All right. You guys only got 1 of the key words or phrases. It actually is 15. It's got to keep the wheels moving. Yeah, don't dog it on me. You guys got a lot of show left. All right, it's actually 15 seconds. You guys said 10. You got close there. The judges, however, buzzed you 7 times, bringing your score to 75 points. So the score right now, Michelle and August with 75 points. Christina and Jeff with 120. Michelle, August, you guys will have plenty of chance to catch up when we return. But for now, you have to keep those giant wheels moving. So far, it's been like a slumber party for our tired crammers.
Woo! I love parties.
Then stick around, because we're just getting started on Cram. Yeah, that's right.
You just said
No, I said I know you're a pain in the butt. That's what I said.
No.
I said I know you're hard to deal with.
Before that.
No. Even before that, that's not what I was implying. I never said that. What I said was, I know you're a pain in the butt, and I know basically, yes, there are things about you that I don't want to deal with.
Take me with you.
Welcome back to Cram. Only one of these poor, tired teams is going to get a chance at $10,000. Michelle and August have 75 points, but with 120 points, Christina and Jeff, you guys are in the lead. Hop on down off that giant hamster wheel. We've kept you up all night in those lovely pajamas that you guys brought for yourselves, kept you in a little storefront, videotaped the entire experience, and I heard you guys got into a little Rhett Butler action in the Hollywood storefront last night. Let's take a look at that tape.
Better?
Yeah, we had to stop the tape before she completely laughed in your face, but that's nice. All right. So in addition to having that little great episode, you guys also studied a book about pasta called Pasta.
Yes, we did.
And a book titled 1,000 Beards, teaching you about mustache styles, not about marriages of convenience. Which test did you guys want?
Pasta.
Pasta it is. All right, here we have 7 of the pasta shapes that you guys studied last night. And over there is a sweet Italian lady we affectionately call Mamma Mia. Wow, isn't she beautiful? Mamma Mia has got 7 empty plates, each labeled with the name of a pasta shape. There is fusilli, cresti di galli, mastiaccioli. You guys are going to have 40 seconds to alternate grabbing a piece of pasta and putting it on the correct plate for Mamma Mia. And of course, you will be doing 2 things at once, so you'll be answering questions from Cram's big dumb book of stupid lists. I'll name the TV show. You tell me the actress that played the mom. Jeff doesn't seem as though he remembers that. All right, we'll see how this goes. If you do remember him, Jeff, you will get 10 points for each correct answer, 20 points for each correctly placed piece of pasta. There's our chef right over there.
All right.
Who's going to answer the first question?
I'll go.
Jeff, stand on that crazy eyeball.
Okay.
All right, ready? Go! Jeff, The Cosby Show.
Felicia Rashad.
That's correct. Christina, Growing Pains.
Pass.
Wrong. Joanna Kearns. Jeff, Family Ties.
Meredith Baxter Burney.
That's correct. Christina, 6 Feet Under. 6 Feet Under.
Francis Conroy.
That's correct. Jeff, Married with Children.
Katie Seagal.
That's correct. Christina, Home Improvement. Clock's ticking.
Patricia Richardson.
That's correct. Jeff, Happy Days.
Marion Ross.
You got it. Christina, The Brady Bunch.
Florence Nightingale.
Wrong. Florence Henderson. Jeff, Everybody Loves Raymond. Clock's ticking.
Patricia Heaton.
That is correct. Patricia Heaton, just in time. Yeah, Florence Nightingale, I don't know that she did a lot of sitcoms.
No.
No, I don't think she did, but that was close. You guys got 7 of the 10-point questions correct, bringing your score up to 190 points. Let's see how many of the 20-point pasta shapes you got. Buongiorno. All right, you guys thought this was cavietappi. That's what you put it as. Boom, that's for 20 points. Unfortunately, mastiaccioli was not in a time, even though it's right. It's just a fancy name for penne. Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking. All right, conjugale. That's what you guys thought it was. Guess what, kids? Looks like shells to me. Farfalle. That's what you guys thought it was. Yes, it is. Bow tie, #1 pasta used for kindergarten projects. Fusilli. Give me that. Is that fusilli? Yes, it is. Nice job. Ready? This one you make a cresti di galli. Oh, that's all right for the 20 points. Nice job. You guys, look at how many you guys got. Nice job. You guys certainly know your pastas. You got 5 of the 7 out of there. So that's an additional 100 points, bringing you up to 290 points. Nice job. Now, you guys, burn off some of those carbs. Get back on the wheel. All right, Michelle and August, now it is your turn. Hop on down off those wheels. You guys, of course, were videotaped as well last night, and I heard you guys had an interesting reaction to being caged up in the Hollywood storefront last night. Let's take a look at that right now.
conversations. We're supposed to be smart. Wait, did you hear me? Did you hear me? Did you hear me?
Well, she was trying to study. I guess, did anyone try to feed you?
No.
No, all right, outstanding. Well, since Christina and Jeff showed us how well they studied pasta, you get to show us what you guys know about mustaches. Over there, we have 7 of the mustaches you studied last night. And over here are 7 pictures of me ready for some hot 70s facial hair. There's Bullet Head, Howie, Strip Teaser. No, those aren't nicknames. You guys are going to have 40 seconds to alternate grabbing a mustache and place it on the correct, clean-shaven picture of me. And, of course, answer questions from Cram's Big Dumb Book of Stupid Lists. I'll name the Burt Reynolds movie. You tell me his female co-star. Do you guys remember that list?
Yeah.
Staring at me like she has no idea what I'm talking about. This ought to go well. All right, you guys get 10 points for each correct answer, 20 points for each mustache. Michelle, I'm assuming you're going first.
Yes.
All right. Ready? Go. Michelle, Smokey and the Bandit.
Pass.
Wrong. Sally Field. August, The Cannonball Run.
Farrah Fawcett.
That's correct. Michelle, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Clock's ticking.
Dolly Parton.
That's correct. August, Stroker Ace.
Stroker Race, pass.
Wrong. Lonnie Anderson. Michelle, Best Friends. Gotta wait for the
Goldie
tag.
Hawn.
Gotta wait for the tag. Gotta come
Goldie
back and
Hawn,
wait for the
Goldie
tag.
Hawn, Goldie Hawn.
That is correct. August, Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights. Julian Moore.
That is correct. Michelle, Physical Evidence.
Pass.
Wrong. Teresa Russell. August, Sharky's Machine.
Sharky's Machine. Rachel Ward.
That's correct. Michelle, Gator.
Pass.
Oh, out of time there, my friend. All right, come on over here. Put that you can keep that mustache as a souvenir. All right, you guys got 5 of the 10-point questions, bringing your score up to 125 points. Let's see how many of the 20-point mustaches you guys got. All right, you thought this was the boxcar. Charlie Chaplin liked this one. Guess what? That is the boxcar. Wow. I look like Hitler. Okay. You guys thought this was the Bullet Head. That is the Bullet Head. Nice. Raleigh Fingers wore that, popular 70s baseball star. You thought this was the Howie. No, unfortunately, you guys, this is the Horseshoe. That's what you guys wanted. Yeah, that's very popular with the Leatherman of the Village People. The rest of these are just me looking like Dean Martin after a couple of cocktails. So you guys got 2 of them an additional 40 points, bring you up to 165 points. And now you get to jump back on the hamster wheels. Yay, head back up. Sweet. They're excited. At the end of round 2, Michelle and August have 165 points to Christina and Jeff's 290. When we come back, it's the elimination round when the gloves come off.
Let's get to it.
Oh, no, Icy's getting feisty. Keep it here for more Cram.
You got it?
Welcome back, Crammers. Off those wheels. Let's go. Let's finish this thing. Christina and Jeff with 290 points. You guys are in the lead. You can relax there. Michelle and August, hop on up there. There you go. Get yourselves in the rickshaw. Bring that arm down for safety, August. Thank you very much. All right, you guys are behind with 165 points. You're going to have to do some work to stay in the game. All right, Michelle, you're going to be answering questions from Cram's Big Book of Books You'll Never See. Thumbs up from August. All you got to do is keep the green light on. If the light is green, you can answer the questions. To keep the green light on, you're going to have to run the rickshaw at least 3 miles an hour. For every correct answer Michelle gives, you guys get 30 points. For every incorrect answer, you're going to have to run 1 more mile an hour to keep the light green. You guys have 40 seconds. You need 5 correct answers to stay in the game. Ready? Go. Got to see green. Who wrote Aspirations in the Service Industry?
Pass.
Wrong. Rhonda Whole Bathroom. Another mile an hour. Who wrote Ruling with an Iron Hand?
Dictator.
That's correct. Who wrote Where Am I?
My Location.
That's correct. Who wrote I'm Not Supposed to Say Anything?
Pass.
Wrong. Gonna Tell It Nobody. Another mile an hour. Who wrote Why Face Reality?
Pass.
Wrong. Ron from Your Problems. Another mile an hour. Who wrote What Do You Say When You Lose Everything?
Cookie crumbles.
That's correct. Who wrote it? You think I'm going to make it? Out of time. You think I'm going to make it? Correct answer, Fred Knott. Sorry, you guys could not pull it out. Guess what, Christina and Jeff? You guys just earned a chance at $10,000. You didn't have to run the rickshaw, and now you can run over to our resident sleep therapist, Miss Pickwick, who's going to tuck you in for a very important nap. Well, you guys didn't make it to the final round, but hopefully you had fun, and you did get to see Icy with a mustache. And just to say thanks for staying up all night, we are going to give you guys $500. Thanks for being on the show. During the commercials, Miss Pickwick is going to read our Crammers some warm and snuggly bedtime facts that they've never heard before. They better concentrate because when we return, there will be a $10,000 quiz. Miss Pickwick, they're all yours.
Food companies like to use the word zesty to describe something as having more flavor. Unlike planar geometry, the parallel postulate does not hold in hyperbolic geometry. In Dr. Seuss's The Cat in the Hat, the most outspoken opponent to the cat's visit was the fish. You're getting very, very sleepy. Ducks have 3 eyelids. The first recorded C-section was performed in 1500 by Swiss pig gelder Jacob Neuffer on his wife. On Seinfeld, Kramer dropped a junior mint into a patient's body while viewing an operation. You look so comfortable there. Why don't you just have a little rest? The best way to save slivers of leftover soap is to moisten them, attach them to a new bar of soap, and grip tightly until they become one. Just breathe in and out. In. No one can bench press 2,000 pounds. In Ankara, Turkey, Etham Sahin was knocked unconscious when a cow fell through the roof of a coffee house. At Coors Field, baseball fans enjoy foul balls, a snack made from deep-fried turkey testicles. Corporate CEO Andrew Siffenbloom wears 2 layers of flame-retardant padding at bedtime to protect himself from fire-breathing dragons.
Welcome back to Cram. In just a moment, an alarm will go off, and the Crammers will have 60 seconds to run over to this log and get all 4 feet off the ground before I can start asking them questions. I will quiz them on the facts that Miss Pickwick has just read to them. For every question they get right, they get a level closer. For every question they get wrong, they fall back. If they can get all the way up to level 5 within 60 seconds, they will win $10,000. But if any one of their 4 feet or any part of their body touches the ground, I will stop reading and start the question again from the beginning. Oh, by the way, log's going to be moving. Here we go. Let's go, come on, get up, let's go, hats on, come on, kids, let's go, hurry it up, let's go, clock's a-ticking. Come on, get up there. What is Babyface's real first name?
Edward.
Wrong, Kenneth. How many islands did duck have? 3. That's correct. What percent of Americans say they refuse to help a friend move?
39%.
That's correct. How much do Americans spend? $10
million.
That's correct. What percent of Japanese men prefer drink? What percent of Japanese men prefer 8%? That's correct. Which decade did designers agree? Which 80s? That's it. You guys just won $10,000. Way to go! Man, that was amazing. You guys just won 10. You got it. Oh, anytime. Icy's got some cups of coffee for you with the Cram on there. Thank you guys very much for being on the show. Congratulations. Go home, take a bath, a shower, get some sleep, all right? That's it for today. But the Crammers for our next show are already loading into the Hollywood and Highland Crematoriums. They look pretty fresh now. Wait till you see them tomorrow. For all of us here at Cram, I'm Graham Elwood saying if you snooze, you lose.